Joicella, we gonna have a call for you to come on out and go home, Joicella. This is the call. Before I get started with this video, y'all definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell and make sure you frequent the channels to receive notifications. Now let's get into my commentary on this. I'm sure a lot of you by now have seen the video. I mean, just about everybody on YouTube and Instagram has, is talking about this. As Ree and Joicella have gotten to a tiff, a scuffle. Things have came to blows. And I just, got to thinking a few moments ago that a lot of people look at this as a negative. I'm looking at this as a positive, because what we saw from Joy on that video was somebody that is mentally and spiritually gone, to a point that only Yahweh, the Most High God, Elohim himself, can bring her back from that. I don't think we don't have the power to do that. That's somebody, the Creator, have to deal with that, because whatever entity or entities is on that girl, from, her yelling, "Oh my gosh, you got these men in his house, these grown men." Like, the way that she was acting is like he's where he's at. Like, dude is Gatorade, throw the towel in at this point. Especially because as Ree getting ready to sing like a canary, she gonna set it off Queen Latifah. Okay, so, and she's a recent girlfriend. Okay, so this information that she know is going to be very influential on a lot of things that pertains to Kay in this situation. Because the way that she was running around like y'all know this, and you know how you refer to your man that you done caught lying and creeping and all the rest of this stuff. Like, you start that little smart, snarky type of laughing and breathing all hard. That's what we seen with that. But this call is for Joicella. Joicella, come out. Come out, go on home to Tim and your mama, so that you could get some counseling. And when I say counseling, I mean on the legal tip and on the mental type of tip. Because think about this. I'm not looking at this situation like a negative, because I know that Yahweh works in mysterious ways, and some of his children, it take a little longer for him. Well, it take a little longer for them to get it, because God know what he doing. But it take a little longer for his children, sometimes that's hard-headed, to come on out of situations. Now, if she go on into the lockup, to me, that's God. Because that's getting her away from people that's in her ear. And while you're in there behind the wall, you don't have nothing but time to reflect and to think. And it starts to wear them walls down. Of number one, you feeling like you have to be loyal to somebody, and when that light, that intervention, honey, because everybody need to be going into not everybody, but the children of Yahweh, honey, because everybody that's praying for you ain't praying good things. But people need to go into intercession for this girl, because it's serious. We literally seen with our own eyes how far gone this girl is, and maybe because she was used to getting paws put on her, maybe that's how he had them women in there, G-checking each other in there. Because the way that she was just so looking deranged coming for Asree, and everybody kind of thought that Asree was the bubbly, outgoing, assertive one, and then now we see Joy on there very hostile, and this is the moment for her to, girl, because old girl Asree is getting ready to tell it. She is getting ready to tell it on the mountain. She is getting ready to tell it. And it's not going to be a good look if she don't go and do what she needs to do, making a deal or something. Now, if she is gonna be stubborn, like for real, for real. The only way I see this being a negative is if she just is so far gone that she decides she gonna be a rider where she gonna do time. But I know that Yahweh is a deliverer and a way maker. So hopefully with them or her having paperwork put on her to where she gonna have to turn herself in for what happened with the Asri situation, that God could use this moment. And when I say God, I'm talking about the Most High God can use this moment to deliver her. Because when you in that, you know, in the lockup, in that little hard, cold place, and it's nothing but quiet, you don't have nothing but time to hear from Yahweh. Nothing but time. You don't have nobody telling you nothing. And the walls can come down. And I know he gonna do it. I know he gonna do it. I don't care what it look like. K is done. It's Gatorade, throw the towel in. Because honestly, this is a positive for him too, because it's saving him from himself. It's saving him from being more destructive than he already has been to this community and to the world, honestly. Because to me, it was heartbreaking and sad to see these two women come to blows like that. It was just sad to see, Asri crying and breaking down because she now realizes that this dude has been lying all along. When she said he been lying to y'all, I was like, yes, honey. That she is now coming to the realization that it was all a scheme. You know how Biggie be like, it was all a dream. It was all a scheme that he was doing. You know, it was all, when people play games and be lying, you the one that get the short end of the stick every time. Because he done got all of these women in jammed up situations. They had to do stuff, get themselves into trouble to prove their loyalty so that he could hold that over their head. And, hopefully, Asri is working with the people so that she don't have to deal with nothing, because she was a person that was not at an age that she was able to really be aware of what was going on. Because people think when you're young, they think that you're young and naive a lot of the time. And hopefully, Joy going, or getting picked up, it could save her from herself. It could save her from this situation. Because sometimes God got to do, God will do, I wouldn't say he has to, but I would say that he takes drastic measures to get some of his hard-headed kids together. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, we would just be doing whatever we want to do, and he'll be trying to get our attention, and some of us don't listen. So what I see from the video, a very rebellious spirit, a spirit that's just driven to defy and to just, be loyal to somebody that's a disloyal individual. But that's what happens when you start to dabble in that sort of stuff. She started to disobey her Joy started to disobey her parents, started to lie, started to sneak around. And that's how that spirit was able to infiltrate, because it was a spirit of rebellion already there. So you lying, you sneaking around, you going against your family unit. And then now you in a situation, and it's a sad situation, folks. It is a sad situation. But the positive side of this whole situation, boo, is that I know that if she go in there, they could get the correct type of counselors to her, somebody to talk to her, the correct help that she needs, because she gonna be also beneficial. These is you gotta think about it, folks. These was the ex-girlfriend Asri, and then Joy, the current girlfriend. These was the last of the Mohicans, folks, and they know a lot of information. And so you better bet your bottom dollar that the FED and the rest of these people want to talk to them so that they could get that information to handle whoever they need to handle, whether it be enablers and other people that assisted with this whole situation, and to sign, seal, and deliver that situation with K. So it's, to me, for his whole situation, to me, boo, is he Gatorade throw the towel in, like I was saying. it's done. It don't matter what these people say. They could say it's rumors. They could say, oh, all these people is lying. It's not going to change the facts. It's no way possible logically that he would get out of all of these situations. They may make a deal for some, but it ain't no way he's going to evade all of these. It's no way. So, Joy, come out that situation. Joicella may go onto your house. Come out of there, because it's not going to be well with this whole situation. This whole situation is over. And then the thing that I couldn't understand, and this is probably a sad situation, this dude was, you know what type of artist this dude was? This dude had everything, you know, Grammys, all kind of accolades, and he's been reduced to small boxes. I mean, you didn't have anything left that you would have been able to keep up the payments and secure your stuff. You done been reduced to cardboard boxes, dude. But this should be a lesson for folks that it doesn't pay for you to do the wrong things in life, because even if you feel like you getting away with it, like for a short period of time, there's definitely going to be a time period to where you're going to have to answer for things. Like, you reap what you sow. So whatever energy you put out there, whether it be negative or positive, that's what you're going to receive back. So you may think that you're getting away with things, and you don't never know when you're going to have to pay up for that. It could be any time in your life. You could be 20-something, you could be 100 years old and still have to answer for stuff that you've done in your life. So just keep that in mind with this Joy situation. I feel like Yahweh is gonna make gonna make this situation, turn a positive out of negativity, because like I was saying, hard-headed people sometimes have to learn the hardest lessons, and sometimes people gotta hit rock bottom before they get back up. You feel what I'm saying? This soda got me over here like hiccuping and stuff and coughing. But what I personally feel is, like I said, people have to hit rock bottom sometimes before they could get back up, so that God could rebuild them. And they could be like a phoenix, honey, rising from the ashes. It could be, beauty and even the ugliest situation. So I'm praying for Joicella. Go on to your house. Your family is there for you. They could get you the help you need. And I definitely know the FED could get her the help that she need, because when they start talking about that time, and they start, putting that flashlight in your face, and they start talking about, look, this is what we after. This is what's going on here, Missy. If you don't start this talking, and they got the correct type of counselors also, psychologists that could go in there and talk to her so that she could get the help that she need. Because the psychologist, Yahweh know what he doing. He know that he could send one man to plant the seed and one man to water. So this was a sad situation today, with the two ladies being at odds and getting into that scuffle. But I bet you at the end of this whole situation, boo, God gonna get the Most High God gonna get the glory in this situation, the glory out of this story. I'm telling you, people's lives is going to be changed. They're gonna be redeemed, and he gonna get the glory out this situation. I'm telling you, to me, it's sad that this man from youth, what happened to him, and why it's so important that you make sure that you are checking things spiritually, and that you are not allowing certain things. Because I feel like, if certain precautions were taken, like maybe if Kay's mother would have never took that money and decided to get justice for her child, just as the principle of the thing, maybe that would have showed him, okay, this is not the right thing to do, and this is what happens when people do these type of things, and this is not acceptable, and no amount of money will make that acceptable. But she took that money, and that's you giving permission. You accepted that money, that $5,000, and he thought that in his mind. See, people think they children not paying attention. They're paying attention to everything you do and everything you say. He looking at that like, okay, now that must be acceptable, because my matriarch, the matrilineal person in his life, accepted that. So he grew up like, okay, I could throw money at my problems. And that's how that entity was born. That's how that entity was able to take over. And now, you know, the entity then affected all these other people. With the Joy situation, that rebellious spirit that she had against her family unit, you know, against, you know, what her parents would have wanted. Her parents said they wanted her to be in school and to not be involved with that type of activity. I don't think any parent would want this type of story for their daughter or their son. You feel what I'm saying? Nobody would want anything like this unless they off. But this is sad, y'all. Pray for Joy, y'all. I'm thinking that her going to the lockup, I feel like right now is probably the best for her, honestly. It's the best because she could be off by herself. You know, a lot of contact from people that she don't need to be around will be able to, you know, help her. Because her not being in contact, excuse me, let me get my words together. Her not being in contact with these people will help her. Because when you in a place and all it is that hard floor, honey, we don't even know if she do, let's say she do go in there, it's a sister in there that could give her a word, honey, somewhere to say, baby girl, you need to save yourself in this situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, one man plant a seed, the other man water. So you don't never know if a counselor, somebody that's a psychologist that's with the FED, somebody that is you know, a person on the inside, say, baby girl, you are young, live your life. Don't let this man take you down like that. Don't let, you know, this one mistake have you in the inside for the rest of life. You want to be able to enjoy your life. You feel what I'm saying? It's okay to love somebody, but you got to love yourself. That's what she needs to hear right now. All these other people, like, you know, the people that she's around that probably is insecure, she don't need to be around those people. I'm telling you, the best way to detox, you know, detoxification, honey, in this situation would be for her to be, you know, in the lockup. And I think that is Asri helping her as a sister. I feel like it's her helping her as a sister without knowing it. It's like they both was in an unfortunate situation. By the grace of Yahweh, honey, Asri was able to wake up and to see what was going on. Her being able to wake up and see what's going on, she knows that this dude is a liar and what he was doing was not okay. You get what I'm saying? And pretty much all of these people that he had around him, this man had them doing a little strange. Some people was getting, you know, some change, and some people just was doing a little strange because they felt like this is what I need to do to be loyal to this individual. But, you know, just thinking about it, Asri calling La Policia on Joy was the best course of action because Joy could sit there and think. You know, they gonna go probably, if she gotta take, you know, that lace wig off, cornrows straight to the back, sitting on that hard floor or whatever, you know how it look in a Queen Latifah type of situation. It's gonna be a wake-up call. Some stuff you need to happen to you that's I would say a traumatic type of situation for you to snap out of certain stuff. I'm telling you. And it's a huge traumatic situation for people that ain't never been on the lockup, is going to the lockup. Okay, so when she get picked up and she start realizing it's real, and this is the real rock bottom place, she gonna be like, oh no, because you listen, it ain't no pedicures and manicures and getting your eyebrows arched or your lace wig glued on the inside. It's none of that. Okay? It ain't you watching, you know, she ain't watching no TV, no way. That's why she in the situation she in, because that's what Asri said. They didn't watch the series at first. And then she ended up, I guess, seeing it and realizing how crazy that was. And that's why they told that lie like that on Gayle King like that. But we already knew they was lying on Gayle King anyway about certain stuff, because they were saying that they didn't want to sing and all that. And we clearly seen, you know, Joy in the studio, also seen Az in the studio, honey. It's very apparent, you know, that As is definitely gonna be talking to, you know, them people. And honey, Joy better get herself to talking to somebody with, number one, getting, like how As said, you better go call a counsel. And when I say counsel, I'm talking about legal representation, honey. And she better start to talk and get some stuff going, honey, because it's you don't want to be loyal to where you spend the rest of your days in a situation or do some time for somebody that is disloyal anyway. So it's like, from what As said, that's definitely gonna be some a serious situation that is going to be discussed, and they're gonna be asking questions to Joy, like, what's up with that, like what's up with what she's saying. So she might want to think about that herself, like, that you need to get yourself together. Self, like I said, self preservation is everything. So honey, Joicella, call Tim and them, call somebody, you know, next after that, get them to call, you know, get Gerald on the phone or somebody that could assist you, boo, because if you don't snap up out of this situation that you in, Joicella, girl, this would be going down. What are y'all's thoughts on this? It's KingBritneyChanel. You already know. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will be back with more updates on this topic. Trust me, y'all. I have been seeing things. I've been peeping things. And thank you to all my subbies that be sending me receipts and different stuff. I really appreciate y'all, because y'all be keeping me up to date with all of the tea and all of the news. Prayers for Joy. Prayers for Asri. Prayers for all people involved with this situation. And you know, I want to spread, you know, positivity. So I'm praying for the best out of this, you know, ugly situation. See y'all soon on the next video. Blessings to y'all all. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.